I know I promised a video of how the car is actually sitting and what it actually looks like. I don't have good lighting. Wasn't really thinking about this earlier today. Was actually doing work on it and time got away from me. So this is the motor. Got the flashlight to kind of help brighten everything up. All stock, dirty, needs to be cleaned. Ghetto grill. Buckets that I used the wrong paint on. I mean, as you can tell, it's not exactly the cleanest car in the world, but it gets the job done. Been repainting parts of the interior. These are two plastic pieces that go right, they actually go right there on the car. Oops, right there, and then they tie into that right there. I gotta get this stuff out right here still. Not gonna pop the trunk, it's just got the spare tire and stuff in it. I still gotta finish vacuuming it. I was more worried today with doing this. So just a can of spray paint, and I painted the whole roof black because I'm not putting a headliner in. I'm just going to put all the trim panels back in the sides and call it a day. Might make the car really loud. I really don't care. The dash, as you can tell, somebody at some point had painted the dash tan. Whatever. The unit patch, glove box, all that stuff. I had modified it at one point to put had a single DIN CD player in it. I pulled it out and put it in the truck I had for a while and sold the truck with it. So, did this stuff. These are the two. These go next to the rear seats. And as you can tell, I mean, just look at the difference between the two. Painted, not painted, they're pretty much gray at this point. There's the rest of the plastic trim. Then we got the driver's seat. As you can tell, it's seen better parts of life. Center console, which is not going back in the car. One of the sun visors, piece of exhaust pipe that I acquired, tires to my Crown Vic. These are the two A-pillars. They are actually metal, so they got painted. Just noticed that the paint's going to be a little bit different for the roof, but whatever. It'll still look better than the front and rear metal chunks of trim. So moving around the car, you can see here some rust bubbling up underneath there. I'm hoping it's just surface, but if I can get this down here, you got that mess. So this whole panel's got to get replaced. And then up here, I believe, is the other major spot. Oh yeah, right here. So I don't know how bad it is yet, but we'll see. And then going back to the inside, that right there is one patch panel I put in, and way up there is the other one I put in, and they're literally just pieces of like a real thin aluminum, like for siding, and I just bent them and riveted them in place. That right, there's two. Let's see if I can get the flashlight to shine up on them. No, not really, but there's those two tiny holes right there. So I've made the decision that I'm going to replace this whole floor panel and just go that route. As far as everything else goes, all this trim, all this stuff is original. I just discovered that this door panel, for whatever reason, is catching, so I got to pull that all apart. And then this side, this floorboard's actually perfectly fine, except for right up in here. So get that all cleaned up, see just what exactly I'm dealing with, and go from there. But I mean, I'll show. I mean, I don't know why, now that I pulled all the trim off, it's doing this, but you know, just leave that a little cracked. So that's kind of the first walk around. Oops, it's kind of the first walk around of the car. I mean, as you can see, the passenger side is really the good side of the car. The only major thing over here is where's that? Right here. My wife was driving it. Some asshole wasn't paying attention, bumped her, and then just took off. So, and then actually, you can't see it, but underneath this battery, I have no tie downs, which is really bad. But underneath that battery is it's all rusted out. Passenger seat, as you can see, is 100% fine. The other I can't even think. The other sun visor. These mirrors are coming off. So, because I'm not a fan of them, never was. I mean, sitting on my shelf here, we've got the back seat, we've got the seat bottoms. So, my fancy custom-made door pulls, legitimate die, but that's what we're working with right now. When I get the interior trim put back together, I will post another video of the car, and we'll see where we go from there. As you can see, this is what we're starting with, and if you have any other questions, let me know. Thanks.